Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching the video today. We have a GREENWORKS 10-inch cultivator tiller. This is charged by a 40-volt lithium battery. The battery is right under the cover here. And you can check the charge by pushing the button. See, it's fully charged, 4 bars. Takes about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes to get the full charge. The battery is the 4Ah or 4 amps per hour battery. This will last about 40 minutes, they say, on a full charge. Now the battery, I've noticed, does not lose its charge. Keeps the memory once it's charged. You can walk away. For example, I bought this about 3 weeks ago, and it had 4 bars when I bought it. I haven't charged it. I just put it in the charger before making this video, and it still had the 4 lights on, so it hasn't lost any charge at all. I did buy this used, but it's very, very lightly used. I don't even think it's really been used as a tiller at all. That was the price right there. Has the push button start. Handle, goes up like that. I think I've read where some people have put them on backwards, but yeah, you got your sticker on the front here for storage. Just loosen this right here on each side and fold it down. That should get it in most trunks, or your SUV, your hatchback, truck, whatever. So the cultivator has the 2 6-inch wheels. You can take the caps off. There's going to be a cotter pin under here if you need to replace or remove the wheel. But to get the maximum till depth, you can adjust this bar right here with the cotter pin. I'll show you in just a second how to do that. But currently it is in the deepest position, which is 5 inches. Okay, let's take a look how to adjust that. If you don't want to go 5 inches, let's just rock it forward. Alright, so here's the bar, cotter pin. You pull that out. Take the pin out. This will come out. There's 3 positions, as you see. Just line up whichever position you prefer with the hole right here. Again, that one, it would be the 5 inches, and that's going to be level. So there it is, level. That's the 5 inches. That's the highest position, and then we can just put our pin in place, because I want the highest. Okay, there we go. Here's where we have our model number, and then we have customer support. Let's try to start it. To start this, we need to make sure that we have off the ground. So just pull it back a little bit. Those tines strike. They have a 2,000 strike per minute, according to what the ad says. So to start this, we push the button here and hold it while we pull the bar up. Once it starts, then we release the button. So I'm going to try to do this with one hand. So it can be a little bit awkward to learn how to put the battery in and take it out. This compartment does not stay open, so you'll need to have 2 hands. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. I don't have a tripod, but to remove the battery, we'll just push right here with my thumb, and it should kind of eject. Yeah, and then I can pull it right out. So pretty easy to get out. We line it up right there, right here for putting it in. And instead of just really slamming it in, what I've kind of learned to do in the last 5 minutes here is push the button again and just push it. And that's it. So let's go through it again. Checks itself, easy to get out. Instead of just trying to really jam it in there, get it as far as we can go, push the button, let up. So before looking at the tines, we're going to tilt it back. I'm going to make sure that the battery's not engaged. Here's a look at the gearbox and the shaft on the GREENWORKS. So on the right side facing, there's 2 bolts that go into it, and then on the left side there's 3 bolts, 2 holes on each side of the shaft. I'll explain that in just a minute. So these are really expensive to replace, probably just as expensive as buying the whole tiller. So this will need to be greased at some point. Some people grease these every season. I'm not sure the exact hours that they recommend greasing this. I don't have the manual. I did go online and look, and I can't find anywhere where someone has greased or shown how to grease this as far as a video goes, or any kind of explanation for that. But I will want to find that out personally, because there's like a worm gear, I believe, at least in other tillers, mini tillers, and that will wear out, especially if it's not greased properly. So as far as putting these tines on, there is a sequence to do that, and they have the tines marked as far as the direction, and they have a number, or a letter on there, in this case B. So facing the tiller, we're going to put our tines on. Now this is forward moving, so we're going to follow the arrow, and according to GREENWORKS, with this particular tiller, Cultivator, we're going to follow the arrow there, which would be, I'm going to put B on first, the flat side, then there's a wide side here. Okay, next we'll put on this felt washer, spacer, I guess. And now we got the wide side here, and we have A. Again, we're looking at the arrow. It's going to be rotating this way. And where's the A at? There is A right there. So you got the 2 wide parts of the tine together, like that. Last, we put this pin in. I believe this is a lynch pin, and it slips over the shaft. Okay, so we've got A, B. Next we'll put C on. On this side we'll do the same thing, and here is C, looking for our rotation. And that, again, the flat side's going on. Now the shaft does have a flat side of its own. We just kind of line that up. Felt. And then we go with D, finally. Line that flat side. And then we put the lynch pin in. There's our setup for the 10-inch with all 4 tines in place. Alright, so if you want a smaller area, or you need to have a smaller area that you're tilling or cultivating, you don't want this width, you can go with 2 tines. Let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so I've just taken A off of the right side, and I took D off along with those felt washers. So we just have B and C on. See this hole here? That's where you would put a hitch pin. This pin will not work because we can't get it over the shaft. Let me show you what a hitch pin looks like. Now, buying this used, I didn't get 2 of them. If you get it used, make sure you read the instructions that you will have, and you should have 2 hitch pins as well, or you should have 3. You should have 2 here for the shaft for the 2 tines set up. And you know, we used one, a smaller one earlier back here. So that's what it'll look like, but it'll be bigger for the shaft, so there'll be 2 of them. And then of course we'll put them in the holes right here, and that should keep them from moving. And that will be the setup for 2 as far as I understand it. So I've got this place here that was tilled 2 months ago, and you can see the grass, nobody really kept it up. So it's, you know, it's not as compacted as ground that has not been tilled, which would be like right here. So that's what we're going to start with. Don't want to do it when it's too wet or too dry. I think that should be just fine. So yeah, we'll try over here as well. It's a little harder over here because it wasn't tilled. Okay, so we're going to leave the wheels on. We've got our bar set at the highest position, and that should give us 5 inches. I don't know if we'll be able to get to 5 inches. I'm going to be making several passes back and forth with the tiller. You know, if we can get an inch or 2 the first pass, that would be great, and we'll just keep going over it. Take our time. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how comfortable it's going to be with the handle, what it's going to feel like at all, but we're going to see what we can do. And last look at the tiller in its pristine condition, because we're going to get it dirty here. So let's go ahead and start. really easy to use, not loud. I think I was into 25 minutes of actual till time, maybe 30. I went over this probably 5 or 6 times. Don't even have to do that really. Look at that. That's easy, 4 inches there. I really am pretty impressed with this. So we're ready for planting, making a couple more rows here and putting some seed in. I would like to try it out on this untilled soil here that hasn't been tilled in a year or 2. So let's do that. Now let's also see how much charge we have on it. I'm guessing 25-30 minutes. Oh, we've got 1 bar left. It's still powerful. Let's see if it will break some of this soil here. Here we are, very dry, untilled soil. It's been a year or 2 since we've had this tilled at all. 1 bar left. I mean, you gotta love that. I could have been into this more than 40 minutes. I've been cutting, making the video here, cutting and resetting cameras up and stuff. But nonetheless, I got what I needed to do today. Yeah, it does what it says. It's powerful. 40 volts, lithium. I'll probably work some more on this tomorrow, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Once I'm finished, I'm going to spray my tines with some silicone lubricant so that they don't rust by next year, and just wipe it off real good. I guess that'll be it for the GREENWORKS. That is the 40 volt G Max 10-inch cultivator or 8 1/4 inch cultivator tiller. Works really well, at least for me here today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a nice day. Take care.